The Forsaken Hero Chapter 1. God Summons to Another World. Part 1. Ajanomia Private Academy. It wouldn't be a stretch to call the school the execution ground that I commute to. I receive beatings practically daily, same with verbal abuse. It's only a source of pain, not of enjoyment at all. Even so, I cannot run from it. As this school has dormitory regulations, I'm only able to go back home during long vacations. If I tried to shut myself in my dorm, the teacher would just drag me out and give me yet another bad memory. Therefore, I was bullied today once again.
Stand up straight, you fucking pig.
I heard it before I felt it. A fist had struck my gut from below. I dropped to my knees and almost collapsed.
Don't black out just yet. Take this.
Another person kicked the back of my neck with his heel. I felt a pain sharp enough to make me wonder if he'd broken something. I'm definitely going to die this time.
Hey now, make sure you make out with the floor. It suits you.
He pressed down on my head with his foot. This was how it always went, each and every time. What the fuck am I supposed to say? Why do I always have to go through so much of this shit?
It's so disgusting. Seriously, I don't even want to breathe the same air as it. It should just kill itself.
I could hear everyone in the class abusing me. You think I want to be here, bastards?
Don't worry so much, Katsuragi. See? We're at least making you helpful. You can help us clean the floor.
The leader of the class bullies, Samajima Shinji, said that while he rubbed my face back and forth against the floor. He's an honor student that excels in brains, looks, as well as athletics. To add on to that, he's the board chairman's grandson, so he's basically able to do whatever the hell he wants and get away with it scot-free. They even look the other way when it comes to him bullying me. Samajima's personality is as black can get. If he doesn't like something, he gets rid of it. If he does like something, he'll do whatever it takes to get it. He's the personification of scum itself. The person who struck me a bit ago was Kijima Takeshi. The one who kicked me was Mahara Kaito. People like them flock to Samajima like shark suckers on a shark.
How should we beat the pig up next?
Taking requests from the audience behind him, Samajima folded his arms and looked at me in derision. It was right then that it suddenly happened. A light encompassed the entire classroom, filling our vision, followed by the earth shaking and what sounded like something exploding. It felt as if my body was suspended midair too. Where? When I peeked out from behind my eyelids, I was somewhere I'd never seen before. It was white, everything was white. There were no desks, no blackboards, no chairs, nothing.
Where the fuck is this?
How would I know?
The students started to grow noisy, but I didn't say anything. This let me get away from that pain for at least a moment. I'd just get punched more if I said anything. Some of them started crying, others called out for their family. There were even a few idiots insisting this had to be a dream. There's no way this could be a dream. How could all 30 of us share the same dream? Nevertheless, it's true that none of us know what the hell's happening right now. I've never heard of a place like this on Earth. A world with no plants, no animals. Just us. It was almost like how heroes get summoned to another world in fantasy books. It happened just as I had that thought.
Heroes, please settle down.
It was a beautifully crystalline voice. The voice's owner suddenly appeared before us. Silvery hair that fell to her waist. Crimson eyes that would charm anyone who saw them. The size of her breasts easily imagined by the curves visible through her garments, her slender legs complemented her thin waist. The men all had their gazes locked on this embodiment of male desires. Accordingly, the women all looked at the men coldly. Wait, that's not what's important. What did she just say?
My name is Claria. the goddess who summoned you all here.
Goddess. Heroes. Knowledgeable about this particular subject, the puzzle pieces all fell into place in my head, bringing me to understand the truth of our current predicament. There's no doubt about it, this is.
I have summoned you all to another world.
The goddess continued exactly how I'd predicted. After the initial shock of what Goddess Claria said, everyone finally started to calm down and got an explanation from her.
First off, we are currently in a divine plane where only deities are allowed to exist.
So then why were we summoned to such an amazing place as this? It's because the evil, wicked existence called the Demon King revived in this world she governs as its god, and she wishes for us to defeat it, apparently. As the ones to defeat the Demon King, that makes us heroes, apparently. There are so many of us because the more heroes the merrier, apparently. Either way, it's what the god said, so it's probably justified. Still though, we're just everyday high schoolers. There's no way we could just go and take out the Demon King. Which she also seemed to understand.
I shall bestow each of you with a piece of my power. Each and every piece is very powerful, so please, defeat the Demon King.
She bowed her head deeply. Everyone appeared reluctant. Obviously. It's not like we'd be getting anything in return. I'm against it too. We'd definitely be having to fight with our lives on the line.
Of course, I can't say it won't come with its rewards.
But everyone appeared to be obviously curious once she said that.
Rewards? Like what?
Samajima, the leader, spoke.
I shall grant any one wish.
My classmates' eyes changed. They all started thinking.
So that means, if we defeat this Demon King of yours, we'll all get a wish.
Yes, of course.
Anything.
Any wish you desire.
Samajima's mood changed as soon as he heard that. As someone who was always forced to be knocked around by him, I knew that his eyes were as bestial as this when he wanted to take something for himself.
Understood.
Samajima moved to stand before Claria and went down on one knee like a knight.
We will fight against the Demon King. We will bring peace to your world.
Wah.
Hey everyone, you're with me, yeah?
Just as someone tried to disagree, Samajima turned around and looked at everyone. He glared at the guy who'd started speaking with a vicious intimidation.
No, it's nothing. I also think we should.
He stepped down so easily because he knew what would happen if he went against him. The other guys started to agree as well. I didn't say that I agreed, but it's not like they cared about my thoughts on it at all. Once the 29th person voiced their assent, Samajima turned to Claria once more.
We have reached a consensus. Please bestow upon us the power to defeat the Demon King.
Samajima swore his loyalty and kissed the back of Claria's hand. It was a big statement. Even so, Claria didn't seem dissatisfied with it at all. Her cheeks even blushed. I never would have guessed, so the goddess is simple?
I will now teleport everyone to the royal palace on the surface. Please lend your strength to the king and aid him. I have already distributed my power to everyone. Please, do not waste it.
Leave it to us. We'll take down the Demon Lord with our own hands.
Then, everyone, please. Save Rostalgia. Save my beloved world.
As Claria said that, the same light as before encompassed us again. And upon opening my eyes, we were inside a luxurious building. There was a chandelier, the kind you'd only ever see on television. Self-portraits lined the walls with a red carpet draped down the stairway. Everyone was so awed that no one spoke. A soul woman walked over to us. Taking Samajima's hand as he was at the head of the group, she spoke.
Heroes. Please, do what you can to save Rostalgia.
We couldn't run away from this anymore. This is how our lives as heroes began.